We were pretty excited. It was our second baby. We were excited to give Emery a little brother or sister. We were excited for her to be a big sister, and we were just happy to see them grow up together. Pretty awful from the beginning. I had morning sickness 24/7, but halfway through is when we did our anatomy scan and we found out that we were having a boy.
I got a boy on the way, I got a duck hunting buddy, I don't have to get my toes painted anymore, those kind of things. I was like, all right. So, super excited. By the time we found out we had a boy, we were having a boy, we already knew something was up. We didn't know what yet, so that was a little bit nerve-wracking.
We were told that our son Easton had a lower urinary tract obstruction, which basically meant that he had a block in his bladder that wasn't allowing him to pee. So his urine was backing up into his kidneys, causing irreversible kidney damage.
It's a lot to take in over 3 weeks when you go from everything's fine to everything's going downhill quickly.
The specialist told us that it was very serious. We didn't know how much damage there would be until he was born, but we knew we needed to do whatever we could to try to preserve the kidney function that he did have. So about 22 and a half weeks, I underwent a procedure that they went in and put a shunt in his bladder to drain the urine so that it would take pressure off of his kidneys. But 2 days later, my water broke. I didn't go into labor, but from then on, I had to be on hospital bed rest so that they could monitor both of us closely. The shunt did fall out, so the urine backed up into his kidneys again, causing pressure on them, more damage. I had the procedure done one more time, but the shunt fell out the next day. So I was we were hoping to get to 37 weeks. That was the goal, so that he wouldn't be premature on top of his problems. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. Easton was a day old when I got to see him for the first time, and I was excited to see him, but at the same time, I was very sad because this beautiful little baby, he's laying there and he's got all these wires on him, and I was helpless. I couldn't do anything to help him. It's hard to lose a baby, to have him die in your arms. It's really hard. We couldn't imagine Emery growing up by herself, so we knew that we wanted to have at least one more baby. So we now have a 8-month-old daughter, Everly. She came about 2 years after Easton, and Emery is the best big sister ever. She is amazing. Sometimes she gets a little too rough, but she's going to teach her to be tough. So probably 2 or 3 weeks before Easton, what would have been his first birthday, we discovered that on February 4th it was National Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. So we thought that is an amazing way to kind of just celebrate him. So we found some birthday cake ice cream, and we decided to eat ice cream for breakfast. And we also, Emery and I, we bake a cake, and we put the year that it is for his birthday. If it was his first birthday, we put a 1 on top of the cake and then a 2, and we just sing happy birthday as a family, and we eat cake.
You go from finding out everything's great and you're having a baby and you're having a boy and all this happy stuff, and then all of a sudden everything goes downhill. And without the people at Bay Area and without the people at Driscoll and without all the support that we have from family and friends and everything throughout the whole ordeal, there's no way you can get through it. I mean, it was, from that standpoint, it was phenomenal. And I wanted to mostly just thank everybody. That would be my biggest thing. I mean, I love to share my story, our story, and what's going on, but just don't feel like I ever get a chance to thank everybody one time. So this would be my opportunity to say thank you to everyone.